Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Pronago here. I thought I would bring you a brief interruption in the DeadInfested versus Gerald Storm set to show you DeadInfested versus Geniy, also known as This is Jimmy. We are going to Muspelheim for this game. I hope we see something silly. DeadInfested in the bottom left here as the... is this Dark Sapphire Protoss again? It is, look at that. And Geniy in the top right as... Ooh, this could be... I'm going to guess Alice Blue, but I think this is a different color. It was Arrow. Yeah, see? I might not know the other color, but I usually know when I'm wrong. And I was wrong. But Geniy in the top right is the Terran. Geniy is a player who has been... He's been gaming, okay? He's been trying his best to learn the ropes of Cosmonarchy, and he's been playing every now and then. I think he might still not have an active win. Maybe that's something I remember reading about a week ago. So maybe this is the game where he has it, and maybe this is not. But I think he's been a little bit of a punching bag for some of the players here. So it's nice to see that he's still occasionally looking for games and still checking people out and enjoying that. So I hope he enjoys his time in the limelight on the channel. Because as far as I know, he watches the castovers as well. Muspelheim is a map by Veek7. It has these neutral iron foundries that you can obviously has Zerg infest, which is very funny. I remember that tilting Newt a while ago when he was still here. Shout out Newt. He was saying that the fact that Zerg can steal, I think this might have been back when Mind Tyrants, or sorry, Pariahs, no, Demiurges, there you go, could also steal the structures. He's like, the other races can get Terran Tier 3 before Terran can get Terran Tier 3, and this is an outrage. And, you know, I kind of understood where he was coming from. I don't know why it's an iron foundry, but it is. I think it's specifically that, so that it can be stolen. So I think that's what Veek was thinking about. We've got DeadInfested here rocking the 2-gate opener. Geniy, on the other hand, is just making workers. He's just making workers and living life. He's not putting down any production yet. Who needs it? Ministry first. In fact, DeadInfested might scout this and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, bite him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, but DeadInfested might just be looking at this like, are you hiding? Where are you hiding your stuff? And no, Geniy just doesn't have any. Maybe this replay is broken. He's putting down a fulcrum. Geniy on the way here for a scout onto the 2-gate. A Warden already put defensively here for DeadInfested. He's got him figured out, dude. Genie's already got our DeadInfested boy over investing in static defense. And you know what? I can't like clown on DeadInfested. That is just like that is just what you would do, right? That is just what you're supposed to do. But interestingly, Geniy says, I am so dead. And the Draconin is just hanging out. And there's a Hierophant on the way. And I think DeadInfested is going to play very passively because he would assume that you would actually build a structure at the early stages of the game. But instead, we've got Fulcrum, Stockade, Anchor all coming down at the same time here for Geniy, who still has 600 minerals. He still could harvest more resources and put that to work. He's been somewhat keeping up in the worker count, so at least there's that. He's thinking about what to make out of his Fulcrum. It's going to be a Goliath. And what else is he going to end up doing? Get some workers on gas. Okay, he's got his second worker on Vespine. Shout out to him. What a guy. Oh my god. Oh, no. There was a pause. Okay. I was going to say, you can't just AFK for 2 more minutes. That's 2 more minutes than you've already AFK'd. Okay, so it looks like DeadInfested was gracious enough to let him pause. Makes sense. A lot of idle workers here. You could definitely get them back on the money. Ha 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 ha. I don't know, dude. Genie's on a different world, I think. Utterly annihilated. Oh, he doesn't know. I guess he did. XD. I guess he didn't know. I'm putting XD in the thumbnail, dude. XD's always go in the thumbnail. If you type XD, it goes in the thumbnail. I'm just saying right now. Unless your name is a Shambler, because he actually does sometimes type XD. I think it's pure ironic, but you can never be sure. Yeah, I like that DeadInfested's response, by the way, was just, oh. Meanwhile, Geniy is rocking. He's rocking his 2 Fulcrums, making more Goliaths to put in more anchors. Got an expansion coming. His money's actually kind of low for the first time in a while. And again, I mean, he doesn't have the same effective worker count because 2 of his workers are sitting here doing nothing. But he's doing it, you know? He's making it happen. He's actually not far away from the worker count that he should have. Which I was told by somebody, I think it might have been Muspelheim? I can't remember. Somebody told me that Geniy just doesn't make workers. And that was like months ago. So he is improving in that department. He is making the workers fairly regularly. Starpad coming down. If we can just get him to make other things, in addition to his workers, if he can also make production structures. And, you know, that sort of thing. Then we can be in business. Now I've said it too many times and he's gotten cold feet and stopped making workers. So that's a little rough. DeadInfested will be running a Zealot down over here. The Goliaths will stop it from scouting the absolute nothingness that is in his base. And another anchor is going to come on down. Looks like Geniy might have watched Bariso play. I want to see Geniy without failing to make a structure for the first 3 minutes of the game versus Bariso. I think that could, TVT, that could end up being a really, really good long match. Or no, I think maybe Bariso would just smash him though. I don't know. We'll see what a Genie's mid-game looks like. We've got a Mind Tyrant coming. We never see those. Apparently they need a rework. I've never seen them actually used, so I don't know how good they are, but people clown on them a lot. So I guess they must not be too good. 2 Goliaths going to that anchor. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Got a Vulture and everything. Okay, he's adding a Palladium. Starpad complete. Down 7 workers now, so he definitely needs to get back on the worker making train. 3rd base on the way for DeadInfested. I guess he might be... Maybe he's using this as macro practice almost, right? He's kept his money fairly low. Genie's dialed in on this, but the Legionnaire will not move from its position. So that might tell Geniy, hey, I should expand again. Queue up those workers. You know what? Better to have him queued up than to not have him at all. Eviscerated. Fulcrum needs to pop out a Phalanx or so. Capping the gas already? DeadInfested. My man. What is DeadInfested actually making? He's made the Mind Tyrant. I guess that's it. He doesn't really want to make military units right now. I wonder why. He's so focused on expanding. Geniy is going to go ahead and go for an Anseal and a Phalanx. You know, these two play their games at their own speed, perhaps. Especially our Terran player here. Synthetic Synod. Okay, he was saving the Vespine for that. Still, you could have a lot more Zealots and stuff. Looks like maybe the rally points were being set there, because when you're group selecting a bunch of structures, you have to select the individual structure type. So you can only select, like, you could queue up like multiple Zealots at a time, but you need multiple. You can do like multiple gateways selected, but if you add the prostration stage, you just won't be able to train anything. This fact is very enjoyable to people like Hupsea. Hupsea loves that fact. 5 Wardens up there, okay. Making sure to defend it. Not a bad shout if you had a bigger army. I feel like DeadInfested should have like a 10x the size army. Maybe not 10x, but like a lot X, you know? Well, I don't know. If I'm just counting these combat units here, these 5 combat units, yeah, I think he could have like close to 50 combat units in his base right now. It's possible. Anseal going to fly around. See nothing in the hidey hole base behind the Iron Foundry. He'll fly in here and see what's going on. We can see based on his mini-map, right? He is looking at this stuff. He is paying very close attention. All right, where's that? Oof. You weren't in range, my man. You did not get in range enough. Or maybe the Anseal blocked it with the shield. I actually don't know which happened there. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of that later. I'm pretty sure that was just not in range, though. Well, we've got a lot of phalanxes. We've got a lot of money. For both players, really. But I would say especially for our Terran player right now. DeadInfested, continuing to put his workers to good use. He does have 20 workers up over his opponent, and he is up a base. Mineral saturation kind of poor down here. Over here, it's almost fine. Maybe we'll say it is fine. We've got Fulcrums. So I guess he just wants to make, like, Vulture tank right now. I feel like this is like when Artosis casted, like, F-Leaguers. I almost feel like that's me right now. I'm trying to like imagine what they're doing. Except DeadInfested is way better than that. But he might be playing to the level of his opponent a little bit right now because he's being very cautious. Maybe this is the first time he's ever played against him. Because I've seen DeadInfested be really aggressive. We've seen it against Gerald Storm. And this game was played after... No, I think the Gerald Storm games were played after this. Chronologically speaking. But he might just be like, dude, Geniy might be a really good player. You know, he's Terran. Terran players are really strong. I gotta watch out for him. I gotta make a potentate. I fucking love you, DeadInfested. You made a potentate. I'm so happy. But he doesn't realize it, but he could have just run over his opponent this whole time. More ant seals being made. Gonna go up to 3. Watchdogs added over here. Yeah, Genie's macroing. Dude, Genie's playing single player. Geniy is enjoying the single player. DeadInfested will eventually use this Demiurge to clear the Iron Foundry out, so he can take that back base. Making more units. Unit more potentates. Gas is really his limiting factor right now, isn't it? If only he saturated that 9 o'clock position. He's still making workers, though. So there's that. Yep. Queuing him up. A 5th Palladium for Geniy. Okay, we'll still rock with that. He started to saturate his gas down here, but not by much. I mean, he needs to get that ridge going, too, you know? Yeah, get that ridge going. Okay, army moving out. It's grown since the last time we've looked at it, for sure. DeadInfested saturating his expansion over here. At the 9 o'clock, he's capping the gas there. So gas will no longer be his limiting factor soon enough. When you have this many minerals, it would definitely behoove you to throw down like 5 gateways here. Maybe 6 more gateways there. Oh, I thought that Hierophant was about to scout out and see the phalanx count. That's a Warcraft 3 cheat code, dude. You can't say that. I really wonder how this engagement will go. Because the phalanxes on the high ground are going to zone dead away. Oh, but he's got the potentate. Dude, the potentates could do it for him. They're good. I swear they're good, guys. I swear the potentates are good. He's got 3 of them. That's how good they are. Oh, he's taking top left. Rogue galleries and an argosy. You'll love to see it. Oh, he's thinking about something else, too. Clarion. More clarions. WTF? Maybe he doesn't know how ant seals work either. You figured out you can put anchors, or you can put Goliaths and anchors. We got a lot of vultures. Oh my god, that mine hit. Alright, let's see how this goes. The bottom phalanx is going to get picked off. Demiurge is being used as pseudo-artillery right now. It looks like the potentates have mostly been splattered along with all of the artillery. Or the rangers, striders, whatever. I don't think there was really any front line with that attack, but you know. Oof. The vultures have been loosed. What's DeadInfested going to do as a result of this? He's queued up more units. No, he's not really. Making the Empyrean. Clarion's out now. Oh man, the Clarion would have helped with that fight so much. It would have redistributed a lot of the splash damage. Yeah, get them potentates. Yeah. Dude, that's 16 vultures. That's a lot of vultures. They laid 1 mine between all of them. Bit of a traffic jam in the base. This is a game of Cosmonarchy. Yeah, dude. You can't fight the Clarion. It's too powerful. Oh, you can fight him now. The Clarion didn't join. Oh, there we go. There we go. Still hasn't really saturated that top left base. Looks like he's going to try to rectify that right now. Ah, yeah, okay. Static defense, static defense. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys a very exciting feature of Cosmonarchy that we updated kind of recently. This version doesn't have it, but the sound effect that plays when you start a warp in, that is now located, like rooted on the unit. Positional audio is what we're calling that. We also added that for Psionic Storm, Star Sovereign glassing. Oh, I don't think I've added it for the Diadem charge up. I should probably do that at some point. But Anthelion moving. All of that stuff is now positional to the unit. So when you look away or look at a unit after the sound cue has already started, you will actually stop hearing the sound when you pan away, and you'll start hearing it when you pan towards it. So that's pretty cool. Geniy is making an Atlas. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I definitely think that DeadInfested has the superior composition, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what he's got, you know? The one Legionnaire stopping a 9 o'clock expansion for Geniy, or 3 o'clock rather. You know, he still is only on 2 base, isn't he? He's barely saturated his base down here. Worker count a little low, a little low. Got the madrigals for the anti-air. The most embarrassing death. All right, well, we've got Vagrants, we've got Zealots. We've got Clarions, boys. This fight's about to go a lot differently. One of the Clarions has gone down, boys. But it's pure Vulture right now. Oh, no. Oh, the Clarion's dead. Well, the Vagrants are getting some mileage here. Ancials are just popped. Gotta fall back to the Phalanxes. These ones are gonna get caught out, though. Too bad. Those could have really helped out. Right, as of right now, he's still got 5 over. But does he have any anti-air left to deal with the Empyreans? It doesn't look like it. What's he making? He's not making anything back at home. He has to watch out because these Empyreans can really screw him up. He's got 2 Goliaths in that anchor, at least. But that's not going to be enough to dissuade you, right? Maybe if he puts all of his Ancials on it? Oh, he only has 1 left. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This could be DeadInfested A moving him as soon as he pays back attention to it. He's adding some Stargates. Another one. The Empress has arrived. Humongous fan of the Empress, of course. You're hit 'em up. You love the Empress. I don't know that it'll actually get a chance to be used at any point here, but it's looking a little grim for Geniy. Oh no, DeadInfested. Yeah, okay. There you go. Get those workers. I will say DeadInfested's macro looks pretty good when he's left to his own devices kind of thing. He's looking around, sharking around for other bases, but there's none to be found. Not realizing that's an island, perhaps. Well, not really an island. It's just you have to get in there with a lifted structure or a transport or blow up the thing in the way. Starting to take that himself, actually. I feel like Muspelheim needs 1 more base in order to be like the other maps. I could be wrong. Ah, the bar guests are coming out here as well. Those can get a lot closer to the enemy before they get revealed. So it looks like the bar guests are going to end up getting absolutely bopped. Look at that. Empress taking over some of that stuff, including the Goliaths inside the anchors. That did not end up working out too well for Geniy. It looks like he is going to bust it, and only 1 Sentinel being made. He's got a lot of these units he could deploy, but it feels a little too late to deal with the air stack, right? He's only got the Madrigals. It doesn't look like they're going to be enough. Dude, Empress is stealing the anchors, or the Goliaths in the anchor was probably the highlight of this match, because that's probably not something that's supposed to happen. But hey, look, he stole the add-on and everything. Dude, DeadInfested is stealing everything. He's stealing the add-ons, the Goliaths, and the game. Cataphracts are going to come out, but there's too few of them at this point. Maybe if all of the ground units were gone, that would be one thing. But, you know, Geniy knows. He knows when he's been bested. I don't know how it's been possible, but he has been bested. That's a GG? GG. Well, what have we learned? We've learned that Empresses steal units inside transports, and they also steal add-ons, neither of which should probably happen. So we have some bugs to fix. And we've also learned that you need to build some structures in the early game, and DeadInfested probably had no idea that Geniy didn't. He was fully mind-gamed, thinking there was a proxy on the loose. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's a GG. XD.